And a very good evening. So this is your almost 2-hour window. We tend to do this now on a Thursday afternoon. So obviously tonight is the draw for probably one of the most exciting cars that we've done. We were just actually off air talking about some of the biggest competitions we've done, and we've had some really exciting ones along the way. The Ford Mustang is a good one. We've got a very, in my opinion, got a very exciting one coming up in a couple of weeks. Next week, isn't it?
It is, yeah, next week.
My favourite one next week, but I might be the minority. I don't know.
I think a lot of people's favourite
I hope so. It was my dream car next week. But anyway, we're not talking about that. Now we're talking about the Porsche 911.
It is red, though. We've done a lot of red
cars. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the Porsche 911 now. So yeah, there's about 600 tickets, I think, left just before we came on air. But there was about 1,200 tickets earlier on, so it is selling really well at the moment. It always does. You know, the last hour or last couple of hours, the tickets seem to fly. So I wouldn't say we're 100% certain it's going to sell out. We're not sure. It might do. It's very close to being a sellout possibly tonight. So don't leave it to the last minute.
No, don't. So we're going to be live for the next 5-10 minutes or so. So if you have any questions about the car or would like to see anything in more detail, then pop a comment down below, and either myself or Craig would be happy to...
Or anything. I mean, we're not going to bombard you. Some of these, sometimes we put the camera on and show you all of the different cars, and we'll do that later on. But if you see something in the background that you want to have a little look at, by all means, we'll turn the camera to that. But the focus really at the moment is on our Porsche 911. It's beautiful. The black one that we gave away is probably a couple of months ago now. It's sold out a week ahead of time. So it just made sense to get another one. Now, obviously, we don't want to be getting the same car over and over again. I had this conversation earlier on today with Carl Riley. So Carl Riley won our Triumph TR3, and he popped in today with his Jaguar. And he travels like a couple of hours because he's in Essex just to come and say hello. So I took him back to the station. We were talking about cars, and he said one of the nice things is it's like the Minis. We know the Minis do very well, but we don't bombard you. It's not like one Mini after they're after. So he likes the variety that we do. There's a Mini there, and that's coming up very soon. But yeah, so he likes the variety we do. So I had a really good conversation with him about that. And Porsches, again, a bit like the Minis, have been really good for us and for yourselves. We've done a good variety of Porsches along the way. The 911 was one that we were looking at getting for a long time. We found the black one, which was beautiful, and then we found the red one. It's the Targa.
And we've been working our way up to do these sort of cars as well. And now that we've got a slightly more established audience,
you have to.
It's enabled us to give away these sort of cars. So
yeah.
It's wonderful. So thank you to everyone that's played along with our competitions. We always want to offer the very best cars that we can give away, and there will be more regular classic cars in the future as well, but every now and again it's lovely to post something that's
absolutely.
Really
and
special.
When we started competitions, we never wanted to run before we could walk. We didn't start off with these all singing, all dancing, mega money cars because they've got to be achievable, and that's why we drop in, of course, this sort of thing, which is, let's face it, it's quite a pricey car. You know, to go and buy one of these, you're talking a lot of money. We drop in the odd MGBs and the more everyday stuff along the way as well, which are a bit more achievable, but we try and give you variety. So one minute it'll be a Mini, the next it'll be a Land Rover, a Rolls Royce.
Might not even have 4 wheels.
Might not even have 4 wheels. Because don't forget, this was launched yesterday, which was the Street Twin. Was it yesterday? No, it was a few days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 days ago I think it was, yeah.
And what's it doing? It's about a third?
Yeah, just a shy of a third, I think. Yeah.
So bikes
it's still on launch sale.
Still on launch sale, right, okay, so bikes are fairly new to us. We've done a few in the past, but they've been very different to what we probably consider is the everyday person's bike. We've done some 1950s trials bikes. They've all done very well for us. We've done the Mondial, which you can see over there. That's just sold. So the story of that is that was given to a competition winner. He decided, there was some money that went along with that as the prize as well. And he decided he was going to sell it, so he asked us if we wanted to sell it on his behalf. So that is going to a new owner as of today. That was purchased. But again, it's not about that. It's about the Street Twin, which is an absolutely beautiful bike. It's a very popular bike for a lot of people. So I think it's a good starting bike for us. They do actually say this is versatile enough to be, it's a big bike, you know, it's a 900, but it's versatile enough to be kind of your first bike. You know, if you're not that experienced with it, yes, you might go for one that's got a smaller engine, but this is a very versatile bike for anybody who's relatively new to the biking scene. But obviously bear in mind, you have to have the full license to ride something like this. But it's a super special first proper bike for us. But don't forget, it's about the 911 at the moment, so there is 600 tickets, or just before we came on, There was about 600 tickets left on this. May sell out, may not sell out. We just really don't know. We're at that little in-between stage at the moment where it's got every opportunity that it could still sell out. So don't leave it to the last minute. I mean, the last minute is pretty much now. I mean, it's what? It's 5:30 now.
Just over an hour.
We'll be back at 7 o'clock, and then you've got from 7 o'clock till 7:10 still to buy your tickets. So that is a good opportunity. If you're still on the fence and it's 10 minutes to go, you shouldn't be. But if you want to have a look at anything else in detail, obviously that 10-minute window is when we can show you that sort of thing. But yeah, grab your tickets now. You're certainly not going to be disappointed with this one. So we'll see you again at 7 o'clock for the live draw.